You've been holding out on us again. If you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
chuta. Unga kurbis dolpi kikuyana. Dong patugas maktilea. Unga bibo donga kun hongari. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mule rabes. Mucho shat bakat. Kieno no namapaole rachiku. Takunjus takmiki grabumoko. Kachichu itamo tunga. Tolbablank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka vola wana chikne. Amule slimo fudadana kumbis ule rabes. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Tong nabungsha dunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Tunga diho tunga kun hongkari. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mule rabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mule rachikun. Stimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam chichi jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchu. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chila mulane ni dupobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera. Onga digo onga kun hunkabu. Wana kumbis ching palamule tungking ba munotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes. Mucho shat bakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Buluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here in Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Caldernetic, Ricard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day. How can I be of further... Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and he started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do. How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. How can I be... Well, actually, I didn't see... I just got... I know... Master... I hope... Well, Of course. Of course.
Is there any other... My preliminary... Is there any other... My preliminary analysis is... Very well.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in? So, what... Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back. So, I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, and pow, went down. But when I come over here, there's Handed standing over the body and the Irias was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? Well, right.
Ako pa, Cheko pa. Gino mulera kenpaija, slimu po duama. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulera bes. Tong haidwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita po e tikito. Dolpa da pongwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbisjang ba mulera. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona. Rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Ta kunjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Wamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulera bes. Ta kunjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Wamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong batukas magtalea. Tong haidwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita po e tikito. Dolpa da bongwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbisjang ba mulera. Muchashat patkat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun. Ako pa, Cheko pa. Gino mulera kenpaija, slimo po duama. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulera bes. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong batukas magtalea. Ta kunjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Wamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong batukas magtalea. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak bakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Takong just takmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu itapo dunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadara nang. Donga dijo donga.
How can I be of further... Of course.
Tak jed tong mucho shak bakat. Kieno. Donga dijo donga kun hunkabe. Wana kun bez ching. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dokta kung just takmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu itapo dunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bonkwale o gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis-chan ba mulira. Ta kunjus takmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mulira besk.
Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Mucho shak bakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy. Right.
Is there any other... The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettick about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, the Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7... Is there any... Very well.
How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. I hope you don't find that incriminating. Normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Neddick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault. I was... Of course.
So, what do you... Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Akupo? Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Topning chatukun ne mulerabes. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Ikin kuno ba mulerachi kun. Slimo podona. Hodonga kun hunkabe. Ronda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Topning chatukun ne mulerabes. Akupa chekopa? Gino mulera kimpaija. Slimo podwama? Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Muchashat pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any... Very well.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything...
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
Akupache. Nunda dijo Tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Takunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu itamo dunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Bogesha punka bola wana chikne. Mamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Ronda dijo dunga.
So, what do you want? Right.
How can I be of further... That even... I wouldn't... How... Of course.
Akupache kopa. Gino mulera kenpaija. Ronda dijo Tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun be takunjus takmiki grabulmogo.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster... Of course.
Is there any... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample.
Ronda dijo Tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun ita donga. Iking kuno pa mulerachikun. Simo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak pakat. Chi non ho da mapaole Rachikun.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
Pakupache. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Pakupache kopa. Gino mulera kempaija. Slimo podwama. Mucho shot paskat. Chi non ho da mapaole Rachikun.
Hey, quit it! Ah, yes.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku honkabe.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ta kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Ogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mamule slimo podadara nanga kubis mule rabes. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Tong abong sha umnina. Wanga kun bez keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kapabol pa mulji gumana. Chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun.
I can leave now then.
What? No!
Tong abong sha umnina. Wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kapabol pa mulji gumana.
No! If I'm going, I'm not going alone. You don't know what you've done! Look, I came out here, I admit, to kill Calder, but so did Rickard. He must have thought it was Calder when he shot and hit me. So I'm going to prison, but I shouldn't be going alone. Did you idiots have to let the slime ball go?
Kachikun itahaldonga. Ikingkun opa mulera chikun. Slimopodonar dihodunga ku hunkabe. Runda dihodunga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Kachikun itahaldonga. Ikingkun opa mulera chikun. Slimopodonar dihodunga ku hunkabe.
Yes, you tentacle-headed moron. I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too, and he shot me by mistake.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuta tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulira.
Kachikun itahaldonga. Ikingkun opa mulera chikun. Slimopodonar dihodunga ku hunkabe. Runda dihodunga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikuyana. Tong patugas maktelea.
Конечно.
Да? Что?
I will be your doom! You are strong. Stronger than me here in the darkness. I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine. When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought. Yes, I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me? Talk. You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk? I do not believe it. Kill me now while you still have the power. You do not. I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been. I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me. I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable. I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side, and maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done? I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the Council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future. You!